We are going to be pinning the curves for our heart quilts today. Whether you're making 11 stitches quilt or the meant to be quilt or one of the other tutorials, you will have a template A piece and a template B piece that goes with your quilt. I would suggest starting with pins. I generally just pin at the center and at the end of my curve, and we'll talk about why that's important in just a second. But for this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to put a few more pins in it as well. So our first step is going to be to take our template B. We're going to match up our straight sides here. And then we are going to finger press to make a mark there for our pinning guideline. Then if you would like to add another set of marks for pinning, you'll take your center and you'll bring it down and line it up here with the short straight side. And you'll come back and you'll finger press again. If you want to go even further and add another set of pins, or you know you're going to add more pins, I really do suggest that you mark them. If you just add pins randomly, the pins are less helpful because they don't tell you if you're on track when you're sewing your curve. So if you'd like to add another set, you would take your fold, bring it down to match up again down here, and you would press again, okay? When you unfold, you'll be able to see the marks that you've made on template B. If you're sewing the meant to be quilt, your center mark is already there. It's the seam line between two of your jelly roll strips. But if you're sewing a different version of the heart quilt, then you would fold your template A piece in half and finger press to mark the center of your curve. Then we're going to bring our fold and we're going to bring our sewn line, not this extra seam allowance, down to the bottom of the curve. If you have a meant to be quilt, let me show you how that looks. Okay, you're going to match up with that stitched line, not with this. Okay, and then you're going to finger press to mark your spots to pin. If you want to do another set like we did with template B, again, you bring that fold down to this corner and you would finger press again. These are a little bit harder to see because it's on a print fabric, but they are there. Okay, so our next step is to take template B, place it right sides together with template A, and we will pin at these places we've marked. And then we're going to come around to the end of our curve. For the most accurate curves, it is really important that you have this short straight side of template B lined up with this long straight side of template A. And not only do you want it lined up like that as we're pinning, but you want to keep these two lined up for as long as you can, all the way to the end of the curve. That will keep your block from distorting as much. It will also line this up all correctly. It will help make your block the most accurate it can be. All right, so we're going to go back around. We're going to pin on this side. And then the same thing with this. You want this short straight template B side to line up with the long straight template A side. You can pin this, or you can just take it to your sewing machine and start sewing your curve with that lined up. That is up to you. I will pin it just to show you that we want that same look, that same line. There we go. And now that it's all pinned, we will take it to the sewing machine and sew that curve.